Hi, good day all of you. Welcome to our session. Welcome to our channel, Intelligible Tutorials. So in this today's session now, I want to give you the clear information regarding Apache Kafka. So what is Apache Kafka? What it is exactly? So now that we are going to see today. Okay. So here, the very first one I would like to see is it is a previous video. I told it is one of the big data tool and so real-time streaming is possible with the Apache Kafka. That also I told in the previous video. And now what I would like to say is, see, Apache Kafka is a distributed streaming platform used for high throughput, fault tolerant, and real-time data streaming, often used for data pipelines, streaming analytics, and data integration. So what do you understand by this line? It is a distributed streaming platform, so the data will be transformed in the form of a distributed streaming, so for high throughput, and it is fault tolerant and real time data streaming also possible by using the Apache Kafka. So what is this Apache Kafka? Actually, it is a free and open tool, often we use for streaming events and often used for real time data pipelines, and allows to publish and subscribe some set of the messages, etc., etc. And Apache Kafka is a publish subscribe messaging system. Messages will be published by the some systems and subscribed by the some systems. The systems which publish are called the producers, and who subscribe them are called as the consumers. So a message system lets you send messages between the processes, applications, and as well as the servers. And these are actually the topics, and a topic is nothing but a category or whatever it is a collection of messages and whatever applications that may connect it to the system and transfer a message onto the topic. Topic is what? Actually a topic is a category and it is a collection of messages. A message can include any kind of information from any event on your blog and can be very simple text message that would trigger or any other event. And what are the other things that we are? So category is also called as the topic, and a topic is a collection of set of messages, and it may include any kind of information that we can know. So Kafka is an open source system. Just a minute. Yeah, so we have to see the another form also from here, another thing also. Yeah, Kafka is a open source messaging system. Actually, it was developed by LinkedIn and later it is donated to Apache company. So it is used to build large amounts of the data in real time, making it perfect for creating systems that responds to events as they happen. And Kafka normally organizes data, as we discussed previously, into subset of categories, and these categories are called as topics. And producers, the apps that send the data here are called the producers, and consumers, the apps that read the data. Normally they can exchange the messages in the form of topics. So Kafka ensures that the system is reliable and can keep working even if some parts will fail. That's why it is called as the, there is the beauty of the distributivity, there is the beauty of fault tolerant will come. Okay, so next. So totally by this what we understand, your Kafka, where the messages are produced, uh, are called as a producer, and consume the messages or read the messages are called as the consumers. They can exchange the messages in the form of topics. A topic is a category or whatever it is a collection of the messages, right? So now next we are going to see what are the core components of your Apache Kafka. Okay, so Kafka, the first component that we need to discuss is nothing but a Kafka broker. It is a server normally that stores the data. Every log is stored in the Kafka server. And what is a Kafka cluster? The collection of brokers, multiple brokers that work together to provide scalability is called as a Kafka broker. And high availability is also possible here. Each broker is responsible for storing and serving data related topics. So where these all these topics are stored in the Kafka broker logs, here only they will be stored. Now we see what is the second core component, that is nothing but your Kafka producer. So what is a producer? The app that sends the data is called as the producer. Okay, so what it is saying is a producer is an application or service that sends the, see here it is saying a producer is an application uh, that sends messages to a Kafka topic, and the process pushes the data to the Kafka system. Producers decide which topic message should go, and Kafka efficiently handle it based on the partition strategy. So, what do you understand by this? A producer is selective on particular topic, whatever it wants to send, and Kafka efficiently handles that particular thing, that particular message based on the particular partitioning strategy. So first of all we will see sorry so first of all we will see what is a Kafka cluster. As we discussed previously, a Kafka cluster is a collection of Kafka brokers, right? So it is connected to multiple number of the producers which are going to send the data. It is a Kafka cluster actually. It is connected to multiple number of the producers, and all these producers are ready to send the data according to the topic wise. They will select the particular topic and they will send the data to the Kafka broker. And what is a Kafka topic? As we discussed previously, it is a category actually, or feed, any name to which the messages are published. And Kafka messages are always associated with some set of the topics. So whenever a message has to be sent, it is based on a particular topic. It will be selective by the producer, and that sends across the throughout the system from the producer, and that can be consumed by the respective consumers. Okay, so see here we need to talk one more thing. Kafka allows which allows Kafka to scale horizontally and handle large amount of the data. And next now we are going to see consumers. What is a consumer and what are consumer groups? See what is consumer actually, we already discussed previously. A consumer is an application that is used to read the data which is produced by the producer, right? So a message, it reads a top messages from the respective topics. Kafka allows consumer groups also, the collection of the consumers where multiple consumers can read the data from the same topic. But Kafka ensures that each message is processed only one consumer group. Only each message is processed by only one consumer group. We need to remember this. And then this helps with load balancing and allows consumers to read messages starting from any offset. What is an offset? That we are going to discuss further. So what is a consumer and what is a consumer group? Now by this we need to understand a consumer is nothing but a machine or an app which is going to access the data or read the data produced by the consumer, produced by the producer. And what is a consumer group? Actually it is a collection of multiple consumers which collectively working on one single topic. So Kafka ensures that each message is produced by only one consumer group. So this helps the load balancing can be effectively used in case of this consumer groups. So Kafka broker is responsible for ensuring the load balancing and all such kind of functionalities. And what is a partition actually? So partitions are nothing but the topic can be partitions allow you to parallelize a topic by splitting the data in a particular topic across the multiple brokers. See, what is a partition? A topic can be divided into some set of the partitions, and it can be consumed by the respective consumers in the respective consumer group. In this diagram you see this part topic is divided into some set of the partition arrays, like a partition array 1, partition array 2, and partition array 3. Okay, yeah. So now see here. This is partition array 1, this is partition array 2, and this is partition array 3. So partition array 1 is consumed by, say, suppose consumer group, first consumer, and partition array 2 is by second one, partition array 3 by third one. Like that, they will ensure that the particular partition array is consumed by different number of the consumers in a consumer group. So what is a partition actually? The entire topic can be divided into some set of the partitions. Okay, so next, what is the term we need to discuss is nothing but the zookeeper. So what is the zookeeper actually? Kafka uses normally Apache zookeeper. It is nothing but a master, we can say here it is, to manage the metadata, control access to the Kafka resources, and handle the leader election and broker coordination. So zookeeper having many more responsibilities here. It is responsible for handling the metadata and control access to Kafka resources and handle leader election, etc., etc. So it is a super master, we can say, which is going to lead the Kafka broker and other producers and as well as the consumers. So zookeeper ensures that high availability by making sure the Kafka cluster remains function even if broker fails. So what is a Kafka cluster? As we discussed previously, it is a collection of the Kafka brokers. So what is a Kafka cluster actually? A Kafka cluster here is nothing but multiple brokers, right? So this we have already seen here. Okay, so whenever any one of the broker will fail, the rest of the brokers will take the responsibility. That is nothing but the meaning of this distributivity and as well as the fault tolerance in the real time. Okay, so fault tolerance, TOLERANCE, these two are the main properties we need to talk about, where the zookeeper ensures these two properties in a way to handle if at all any one of the broker will fail, the rest of the things will take the responsibility of it. Okay, so these are the main core concepts. What are the main core concepts? Let me explain once again. See, we have seen the introduction part of the Apache Kafka. Let us see once have a look on what is a Kafka actually. Kafka is a distributed platform, as we already know this one. Okay, distributed platform, and it is used to high throughput and all, and it is a free open source, and it is a publishing messaging system, and it is an open messaging system, and it is actually created by LinkedIn and later donated to Apache Software Foundation. That is also over. And next, what we need to see here, Kafka organizes what is a Kafka topic. The category is called a topic, and producer that reads the sends the data, and consumer that reads the data. So the system is reliable and keep working even if some part will fail. This is nothing but the distributivity feature and as well as the fault tolerance feature. Fault, sorry.